Welcome to the preview of Sha Tin for Sunday. Two jackpots, big jackpot in the TT and six-up jackpot recovered from the Cox Plate. Jeez, it's been a murderous race to us over the last 7 or 8 years. It's the fourth time now we've been beaten in a close photo finish for a massive result. Not much can be said about the race. The winner was impressive. Went to the front and did the work. They let it bludge in the middle and it kicked, so can't begrudge it, but it's just a shame, to get beaten by a 3-year-old filly maiden. Bit hard to take, especially we were on happy trails about 5-6 weeks ago at 40 and 50 to 1, so we got massive overs. But anyway, Cox Plate's over. We go forward now. We've got 4 more days of the carnival obviously coming up. We might even extend into the Sandown Carnival meeting. Haven't decided yet. After Emirates, they do run that Sandown Cup meeting, which can be quite good, and it's an interesting day. So we may go one extra day there. But focusing on Sha Tin for tomorrow, not a bad card. Some really good races towards the end of the card. Bit of depth in a lot of the races. There's a couple of favourites I think are a little bit on the weakest side, so there might be a chance there in the TT and the 6-up. Obviously, we will be involved in both this time. Go to race 1. Magical Beam looks the one to beat here. Should have won last start. Had to change course a couple of times in the straight. Deleuze goes on it. Now, he's riding really well at the moment, so that's a big plus. Of the rest, there's a few of these that have had quite a lot of chances, so it's a bit hard to get a guide on them. Lucky Chevalier's coming back off a reasonable trial. Don't mind it. It promises a lot and delivers nothing, this thing. It's always in the market. It's 30 for no wins. Runs a lot of tickies. Excuse me, runs a lot of tickies. It's a bit weak gutted. Wouldn't want to be taking single figures about it, but if it was a big price, you could include it in something. Man and Ming, drawn a barrier, Purton goes on it. It's been thereabouts its first 2 runs back. Probably this will be its best run. It's got a chance. Voltax trial good. Medic Kingdom's an interesting one. It's drawn badly again. Better at Happy Valley, but has run the odd reasonable race here at a bit of a price. So not much of a race. Finished up 3 on top from 8, 11, 2, 12, 5 and 6. As I said, not a race I like at all. We go to a Class 4 race. Lucky Day was impressive. This is definitely no harder. I think this is the one to beat. Good alley. Santa Fe Fun. This thing has had absolutely no luck with the barrier draws. Keeps drawing 9, 10, 11 and 12. It's done it again. Was a bit unlucky last start. Found all sorts of trouble. Only got beat 2 lengths. Puts it all together here. It's got a chance. Viva Dolphin goes okay this track and distance. 52 kilos is a plus. Yet did win. Trialled nicely a couple of weeks ago after the dismal run. I think it's been deemed a roarer, so it's a little bit weak. Gorgeous debut. Now, this was an interesting run first up. I think it went around for a hit up. They found all sorts of trouble with it, and track work good has been really good, so it could improve at a bit of odds. And You and Me, it's coming off a nice trial and good track work, so it might be a price. 6 on top from 3, 14, 7, 12, 10 and 5. Race 3 looks 3 main chances. Number 1, Goldland Dancer, 2, King Tactics, 3, Majestic Anthem. I think the winner comes from those 3. There's a few gangsters in this. Melacor Gold. Yeah, it's very, very risky at the start, this thing's drawn a bad gate too, so it's going to go back to last, but it'll be coming home late. Of the rest, Croatia and Classy Victor could improve. But I think the winners out of 2, 1 and 3, chances to 6, 7, 10 and 9. We go to the first leg of the TT. Very open race. Got it down to 8 chances. Not sure whether we can bank anything in this. It's quite a difficult race. Approve, had it drawn a bit better, I would have probably considered banking it, but there's a bit of speed drawn inside it and a little bit outside it, so it's probably not going to get the soft lead, and that worries me as far as anchoring it. Holmes Legend, smart horse, gets well back. That's the problem with this horse. Drawn a bit better this time, so maybe Douglas can get it into a reasonable spot. But again, don't want banking horses settling 14th. Enthusiasm's got a chance. Amber Dragon's coming back in distance, could be a better chance here. Probably an 8 always leg. It is a difficult race. I've got 9 on top from 5, 4, 3, 14, 7, 6 and 12. We go to race 5. Luger has been working the place down. It's got plenty of ability. It'll go much further than a class 4. It should win. It's going to excuse me, it's going to be the banker. Not a lot of chances, not a lot of depth in the race. There's probably 6 or 7 we can take with it, so it's quite a light leg in comparison to normal. On a mistake side, if we were looking to save, probably you could have Lucky Gains, Lord Dragon, T-Bolt, Pearl Wind, Kynham. Not a lot of chances in the race. 3 on top from 9 to 7, 12, 1. Small chances to 8 and 10 of the price. The last leg got it down to 3 main chances. Fabulous November, very smart horse. Trial was good. It's drawn well. Deleuze up. I think this is the one to beat. Looking at possible double bank here, using it as a super banker, taking it with number 12 Smart Ball and number 1 Longwa Supreme. 2 of them should run in the money. Haven't decided yet. We may even just go it on its own. Not, as I said, not a lot of depth. 5 on top from 12, 1, 6. Chances to 9, 11, 2 and 10. We go to race 7. Good race this, a Group 2 sprint race. Frederick Engels and Charles the Great coming out of the same race. I think they're the best of the race horses. Of the ones coming back from spells, Rich Tapestry and Sterling City look the best of those. I think it's a race in 4. There's a bit of quality in this field. A lot of them are better suited at longer trips, so they'll be sort of closing off nicely. But I think the winner comes out of 1 Frederick Engels, 6 Sterling City, 5 Charles the Great, or 2 Rich Tapestry. We go to race 8, another very good race. Gold Fun, super impressive winning first up. It's worked well since. I think it's good enough to beat these again. Beat them comprehensively last start. Rainbow Sheik comes out of the same race, found all sorts of trouble over the last 200 metres. Probably would have finished a hell of a lot closer to it. Must go in from the good barrier draw. Teton's riding well. 51 kilos is a big plus. Akeed Mafid, this was dead first up. They just dragged it back to last, sent it around for a hit out. It'll strip a hell of a lot fitter. It's a danger. And Real Specialist from barrier 1. I don't think it'll settle down 14th in this. It'll be up on the speed. Couple of quality horses resuming here in Military Attack. Dan XL, California Memory, Dominant. I think they're going to need the 1 run. I mean, it wouldn't be a massive surprise if they won, but I think out of those, probably Military Attack is probably the most likely one. If we had to include 1 extra, that'd be it. 6 on top, 11, 9, 7, maybe a chance to 1. Go to race 9, fairly open race. Eagle Power was very impressive first up. First time it's shown any form on the grass. It's gone forward from there. It's the one to beat. Winning leader, nice win first up. It's working well. Barrier 3 is a good plus for it. It'll be a chance. Bubble Chic, now there was big money for this first up. Got a bit of a shit mixer early, went forward, sat wide, and then not a lot of bigger late. I think this will improve at a bit of a price. Must go in. And of the rest, Let Me Handle It, Outdoor Pegasus, and Good Choices trialled well. So quite an even sort of race. 2 on top from 13, 4, 6, chances to 3, 7. And the last race, this is a decent race. There's a lot of chances in this. Rewarding Hero, Huge win first up, coming from nowhere, swamped them in the last 75 metres, big effort. Strong barrier 10, he's probably going to have to go back again and ride it for luck. There's a bit of speed here, so that'll help. Trump, now this was a good run first up, probably better at Happy Valley, but from barrier 1, I'd probably leave it in at this stage, some chance at a price. Glorious Sunday, this thing just keeps running on, running on, running on. Sooner or later it'll get it right. Must go in, barrier 11, no plus. Helene Funstar, it's got a bit of ability. Barrier 12 won't help its cause. Glacier Blue, very interesting. This worked its ring off last start trying to get to the front. I don't know why they wanted to lead, but they insisted on going hard and getting the front. Ran a 21.5 split. That killed it, gave it no hope after that. 52.5 long. It's got a chance. Of the rest, Super Lifeline must go in, and Mr. Ginger will probably improve. It's an interesting card. There's a bit of value there if we can get it right. We're due a bit of luck. We've been around the mark a few times with no collect. As always, we are playing in that high volatile thing. There's no grey areas with it. Either you get it and you win, or you miss it and you lose. It's not like playing Quinellas and things like that, where you're sort of in and out with the money. With these two size jackpots, we're entitled to have a go, and we'll be doing our very, very best to try and get a result for everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and good luck, guys.